I have a confession to make. I have been lying to millions of people for years. My name is not Mia Dio. It's never been Mia Dio. My name is Mia Angelina Donadio Cancio, and my mother is Cuban. And I'm currently a pre-selected candidate for Miss Universe Cuba 2025. And I understand that beauty pageants aren't everyone's thing. But if there's one thing I could say with great confidence is that I am not setting out to be the most beautiful woman in the world. I want to be the loudest. So with that being said, I would like to talk to you about what's happening in Cuba. Cuba is a communist country, and you would think that that would mean equality, especially for women. Free education, free healthcare, half of parliament is female. Sounds progressive, right? But here is what they don't show you. There is no national law against gender-based violence in Cuba. The government doesn't have any DV shelters, a national hotline to report these instances, and there is a very big problem happening in Cuba right now that no one seems to be talking about. In 2023, at least 89 women were unalived by either their partners or their exes in Cuba. Those of you that pertain to larger countries are probably not alarmed by that number at all. But let me put it into perspective for you. That's about 1.7 femicides per 100,000 women. This puts Cuba at number 3 for one of the highest rates in Latin America, higher than Venezuela, higher than Colombia, higher than Mexico. Countries where violence makes headlines every single week. But in Cuba, it's quiet. But that doesn't mean that women aren't suffering. And we're talking physical. But let's talk economic violence against women. Menstrual products are hard to get in Cuba, so it's not unusual for a woman to use rags during her period. But when you can find them, they can cost you up to 30% of your monthly income. Meanwhile, women are expected to hold the whole country together, raise children, feed families, stay silent. Nearly half of all Cuban households are ran by women. But most of those female-led households live in poverty. But when they ask for help, they're watched. They speak out, they're punished for threatening the revolution. And for all of the communists out there that blindly support the regime in Cuba simply for it being communist, let me speak in your language so you may understand. Karl Marx himself said, no real revolution can happen without women. He also said, the degree of emancipation of women is the natural measure of general emancipation. So by that standard, by Karl Marx's standard, Cuba is not free. Because there can be no revolution when half of the population is invisible. So if I wear a sash that says Cuba, I am not just representing a country. I am representing the women that are holding up the country with their backs, their hands, and their lives. Hermanas, la visibilidad es poder. Y si el gobierno de Cuba no va a decir sus nombres, yo sí los voy a decir. Y deberían sentirse afortunados que todavía estemos pidiendo igualdad y no venganza, patria y vida.